when I come home. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Back to work. Hell yeah. Uh, Amazing. No. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You need more soul. Here we go. It's Spirelia. Wait, she was. Where'd Spirelia go? She was right here. I wanted to see her. Yeah, this shit is hardcore, man. Yeah, this game is shockingly brutal. Alright, I can't emphasize enough that the people who dismissed this game after like 5 hours of play really don't get the full experience. Yeah, I saw her in town. Where did she go? She was right up there. Like, she was watching us. I don't know, maybe she went to the next area? Ah, whatever. I kinda wanted to see her and see what she had to say, but alright. Yeah, I was thinking that like Spiralia hasn't been that relevant of a character since I first met her. I've come back here a couple of times, and yet I kind of forgot she existed. There's so many characters like that. Some of them become like mainstays, and some of them are forgotten. Like in general, the Groove Master is one you see quite often, and yet he never actually comes to your island. Okay, Merida.
Now connected to Cody.
That was weird. Let's see. Yeah, I'm curious if it's my PC or something, because I keep having these weird failures. Okay. Well, I mean, I catch them instantly. It's just. Oh no, Spiral! Damn it. What? How many? I hate this fucking maze. One of the low points of the game for sure. Like, how exactly? Okay, good this bit. Damn it! Fuck no. You can never keep track of where it is. Like, everything seems to be closed. How do you get in? Let's see the map. I guess we could try going around. I was certain that I left the path open up here.
Now connected to Cody.
Yeah, that is odd. I'm gonna have to like check the cord or something because it's like it's getting unplugged, but it's not. I don't know. The ports on this thing have always been trash, so I don't know. We'll have to look and see. Yeah, it seems like I'm gonna have to replace a lot of my a lot of my things. You know, the dishwasher I'm looking at. I was looking at getting a new Roomba, the new PC. I don't know. It's not the console. It's the streaming. On that island, it has to be jellyfish, right? Can't think of where else it would be. Yep, thought so. Mermaid. Oh. Yeah, it should be more panicking. The flower shit is creepy. I don't know why people are just shit. Uh. Wow, really? And it's so cute. Oh wow, amazing. Oh way! No. Here we go. Two more to go. Connie's back. Oh no! Between Mario and Peach? Aw. The kid crying on Ship Ship? What kid? Oh, that guy. Well, where is Bowser Jr. anyway? We never did see him again. Yeah, I guess Bowser Jr. has probably been chilling in Offadon the entire time. Oh yeah. Oh no, really? So Bowser, oh, okay, Bowser Jr. was here the entire time. Okay, so like an idiot, I just never showed up. Bum. Auto, excellent. Doo-ba-doo. I really don't care. Let's just proceed. Yeah, if I'm getting wrecked by minor enemies, oof. Aye, aye, aye. Nobody wants to work. unbelievable. What are these shadow clone things? Like, anti-arm. Wow, my anti-army specialist ran out really quickly. Alright. Oh, we can't do it while he's gone, that's right. Oh, did I just like run like an idiot? I committed to playing through that one. Ah, whatever. No. Huh? Get him from what? Oh no, shit. Oh, they've been glommed? Ah, Kamek. Ah. Bam! Da, da, da. so blonde enemies are slightly harder. That didn't even hurt anyone because they're flying. Wahoo! Hey, we killed him? Wow. Comes. Got him, bastard. Oh, come on. He's acting like, ah. Amazing. Amazing. So he was here the entire time and I never came back to see him. Wow. I guess the game assumed you would go back and check. I mean, Starlau, she went back to go see Bowser's. That didn't trigger until we went back, so. Maybe Ophodon was the same with Bowser Jr.? Okay. I bet there's a lot of content that you just miss in this game by just not knowing how the side quest system works. Because I feel like there's quite a lot I did not see. But, okay. At the very least, you have all the alternate scenarios to consider. But okay. Oh yeah, check in with Connie. Yeah, that's a great idea. I love Bowser Jr. I hope Buddy comes back in sequels. Definitely would not mind see. I hope Technicky becomes a favorite. I really like the character. There's a lot of characters in this that I would not mind seeing again. So hopefully in a sequel we'll see some more of these guys. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these people are just really too fleshed out to just leave for one game. So why do we have to come back every time we? We're supposed to do shit. The solo act. The solitary. I can't get over how those are eyes. That's just weird to me. They don't look like eyes. Go ham. Uh, Honey? Dirty Diana. No. Jellyfish Island. Off and on. Dr. Island. Hard to believe we're getting towards the end. And we're almost 39 hours in.
Oh yeah!
Come on, we're gonna have to go back? Really? Adductor connector. Holy shit. that's cool. You got the king conductor. Where did Connie go? Did she leave? What's with all these NPCs just disappearing? Like, we were talking about Cosette and... Okay, well... Same thing happened with Spiralia on Danzy. We saw her and then she was gone. It was a sleeping guide. Okay. It'd be crazy if we could finish today. This today. We're probably not gonna have time tomorrow, because like I'm gonna want to come home and pop in DKC for the 20th anniversary or something. 30th anniversary. Excuse me. Oh, come on. How contrived is this? They keep acting like a lot of time has passed since... Okay. Like, we just beat these guys. So first the entire area gets glommed, and now it's... Whew. What's with the cloning? This is gimmicky bullshit. What the hell is this? The Mario and Luigi are now like solar system tier. Wow. Out of his ass? Dog. Wow, the conductor is badass, but anyway. Fuck! Let me pass, like... Oh wow, we're out of.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What is with the stupid shield? Like,
Oh yeah. Mario. Let's go. Mario. Oh yeah.
wow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, all right, all right. Konnichiwa. Uh,
Kasi parang pagka dito, supremo dito, korvidete. Mamma mia.
oh wow. No bathroom back then.
Oh. Cosa mi ha detto? Cosa mi ha detto pure? Oh. Yes, yeah.
But you were fighting for the whatever. Is 10 the leader or is X the leader? Wow. The game is treating this like a long time has happened since we beat them, but we literally just did it. Like, that specifically is huge.
Oh yeah. Thanks. Let's go.
Glom. Okay. Okay. So, like, you know this, and yet we went along with this. All of that was pointless. All of that was pointless. Alright, well.
Yes, yeah.
All of this is gonna die? What, move? No, it is.
Let's go.
Oops. Great conductor wear. Okay, where are we now? 39? Yep, 39 hours. Alright, oops. See if we can beat it by 40. Yeah, I think there's a final dungeon in there. The Solitary. So Solitary, Solitary. Ah, man, I hate this game. The puns are awful. Everyone's cheering me on. Ramla's here. Why aren't you guys not coming with us? Like, imagine if all of us teamed up. I don't know stuff is being bad. Yes, Peach.
Oh yeah.
No, she's wasting it. Wait, what? Oh.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh no! Look at this. Oh, that was the level complete theme. Wow. Holy fucking shit, I love this game. The Solitary. Alright. Okay, this is definitely the final level, I'm sure.
Oh. Okay.
So my bros bomb has gotten stronger. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Connie. Alright. Began with us 4, it ends with us 4. Can't believe Connie's actually tagging along with us for this. But it's crazy how Peach has been like present throughout the entire thing. Was that Glom? Or what is it?
Luigi. Oh. Luigi.
down. God damn, all those. Okay. Ah, shit, I probably should have put some more bloods. Ah. Got him. Really? Got him. God damn. Fucked that up twice?
Oh yeah.
Final Dungeon's rough, like... Yeah, it feels like there's another difficulty spike. Let's see.
Yahoo! Ah. Yeah. Ah. Let's go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go.
Bitch.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go. Oh yeah.
Alright, well... Here...
Yahoo!
Yeah.
Yahoo! Luigi!
You get Luigi and what? Oh, I think you're supposed to avoid these somehow. What the hell is this thing? Like, huh?
Oh yeah.
What the hell is that? It's like it's a fucking ARMS character.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Oh yeah. Okay.
Is Luigi a full level behind Mario? Whatever.
Okay.
Yep, that's the next rank. All right. So we're on the final dungeon. We have maxed out ranks. Bastard. Can't get over the fact Reclusa named this the Solitary. Like, what the fuck was he thinking? What a fucking dork. This guy is taking you being a nerd to a whole new level. Like, oh, I just want to stay inside and be by myself. Like, come on. You fucking dipshit. What? I guess I can just leave whenever. Might be a good idea if I start struggling, but...
Huh?
Is that room in Final Fantasy X with all the dais? Oh, wow. What the hell is this? How did Connie get over that gap? Oh, that's right, she could fly, can't she?
Okie dokie.
You see characters do things in cutscenes, and you just assume they can't do it anywhere else.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Now, tomorrow we're not going to play this again, because I think we're just going to do an early morning run on DKC. I mean, I need the break from this, because I've been playing this, like, nonstop, no joke, for 40 hours. Like, I have not played much else besides this. I think I popped in, like, maybe played a game of Mario Party once, but other than that. So I think what you're supposed to do is just grab all these things and... Okay.
Go time.
It's been an hour already. Wow. At least we're on the final dungeon now. It took like 3 streams of just padding to get to where we are. It was good padding, but
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Good. I don't know. I didn't hate it. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. This game is padded, but like my take on it is that like that's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, it's pretty long. I thought that I would have it done in 30 hours, but yeah, it's about 40. So yeah, it's a bit longer than I thought it was. But yeah, I'm like, the fact that I'm streaming on a work week is, that's very unusual for me. But yeah, I'm definitely anxious to move on. Not that I'm not enjoying this, but it's just one of those things where you're just playing the same thing over and over again. It's just, yeah, it gets on you eventually. You kind of want to play something different. I definitely feel that way about this. Now, it's not that I'm not enjoying this, but yeah, I'm kind of thinking of like going back to Xenoblade Chronicles 3 or something like that, like another Nintendo RPG. Neo Geo? Not really. I think I saw like an arcade machine back in the day with Bubble Bobble. I don't know. I used to, man. I'm not familiar with Neo Geo at all. I don't really know anything about them. I think they had like really good sprite work or something. I don't know. It's definitely something I would like to be more familiar with, but yeah, I just didn't really grow up with it. I don't know. You hear about all these companies that exist and back in the 90s, and they sound so awesome, and yet like it feels like nobody really remembers them anymore. Like I don't know anything about Neo Geo. Yeah, I have to wage slave, and I have to work on my book, and I have to like work out, go to the gym, and I have to manage my personal life, and I have to stream because I have to get the review for this done. I am gonna make like a review for this, by the way. I think I need to, considering like the weird shit that like the paper fags tried to pull with this one. I am gonna have to talk about that, so I am gonna try to address it before anyone else. Like we really need to like condemn the paper fags for what they tried to do. Like them trying to like justify IGN is unacceptable. Like that is something that should just not have happened. They fucked the timing. It's crazy how they like changed up like all the movesets for this late in the game. So like the monsters get harder like regardless, but then you have like the second layer of difficulty, like the glom, where it seems like they're faster and they have like different moves. Yeah, arcade based, yeah. I love arcades, but I never got to really experience them at their peak. Because, like, I had no money at all. So I would go in there and, like, pretend to play. Like, everything looked so fun, and yet I could never play anything. I wouldn't even be taken, usually. So it was very uncommon for me to go, but, yeah, the Neo Geo definitely sounds like something I would have liked. It's just I don't have any chance. I mean, I think I've gotten into like yeah, I played like King of Fighters '98 and stuff like that. There's a handful of games I played. It's just yeah, it's just not. I don't know. We need like a Neo Geo on NSO Online. We need like a lot of these games just redistributed for free. And Luigi's whacking on too. Uh,
Oh yeah.
emulation? Not really. Like they can re-release this stuff any time. They have been. It's just like it's just not available on my platform of choice. Like just release it on Switch. I mean, I've been talking about arcades like not be. I'm not even sure that like arcade stuff can be properly emulated because of like the railgun thing and. Look at this. I got wrecked. Unbelievable. Being brought out by some. Yeah, I have heard that. Yeah, I wanted to make a video about it, but I'm too busy playing a game I actually like, so. Yeah, I have not been making videos lately. I need to get on that. I mean, I guess I could do it right after I end the stream or whatever. I'm probably gonna forget, knowing me. There's so much to talk about, and I'm so busy, like, enjoying life that I don't really... I don't often get a... I don't know, it's... I definitely feel as if, like, I'm going to have a change of format. Like, I think after, like, all my audiobooks get produced, which I have been doing, like, the issue is just, the way the credit system works. Once that gets made, I'm gonna start, like, using it to make, like, gaming-related content. So, you should start seeing more stuff from me. I think this weekend you might see a couple of things that I'm gonna produce. I want to be kind of vague about that because I don't want to like give it away, but it's I think people will get a kick out of it. Yeah, I really need to start thinking about like making stuff people actually want to watch, because like bitching about like Elden Ring all the time is, I don't know, it's just not something I want to do. Like, I haven't really done it all year. Like, it's been nominated for another Game Award, and, like, I just don't really give a shit. Because it just kind of exposes the Game Awards for being corrupt, you know? Like, it says more about the Game Awards than it does Elden Ring. And for me, like, this is all the evidence we need to demonstrate that the Game Awards are corrupt. So, I just don't really see a point in just, talking about Elden Ring all the time when the problem is the fans, the media, and, like, FromSlop as a whole. Like, it's not just Elden Ring.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason SNK left the gaming industry. We talk about Sega leaving all the time, but nobody ever talks about SNK. I don't know, man. I have a lot of respect for them for like trying to put arcade perfect games in the home, but they definitely have their place in history. I wish we talked about them more. It just feels like nobody really had it back in the day. If anything, like, the Neo Geo is proof at just how, like, the Xbox and PlayStation model was doomed to fail. This idea that, like, you would just pay, like, a premium for, like, higher quality visuals, it was never going to be sustainable in the long run. Like, you're better off making more affordable hardware, like what Nintendo did. So yeah, I like Neo Geo. It's just not something I know all that much about. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Keeps changing forms. Like, what the hell is this? What am I watching? Yeah, I feel like we're gonna have to grind a little bit, because, like, all of these enemies are, like, wrecking me right now. So it's made up of, like, 3 minor Zockets? Why are we still fighting Zockets anyway? Like, didn't... Oh, anyway. What time is it? Yeah, I probably should. Mm. Look at all these, like, glommed creatures trying to go. Are you kidding me? How much? Like, I want to just proceed. All right. Yeah, we're not gonna beat it tonight. I think I am gonna call it quits. Yeah, yeah. Tomorrow we'll do a run of Donkey Kong Country, and then we'll come back and finish this. Yeah, all of Donkey Kong Country we can beat in an hour. So we could do 40 playthroughs of Donkey Kong Country in the amount of time it'll take to finish this game. Wow, it's crazy. Every Neo Geo game was made by SNK. Oh, yeah. Wow. Man, I wish SNK would make a real comeback. Because, like, they sound like such a cool company, and, like, one that I would really be into, but, like, yeah. I like Samurai Showdown when the reboot. But, yeah, they really need to do better than that if they're gonna make a real comeback. But again, like, the number one thing, like, they have to do, like, support Nintendo consoles. Like, that's all, like, anybody really wants from you at this point. So, like, yeah, like, supporting PlayStation or PC, it's not gonna get you anywhere. People keep saying this, like, oh, like, PC is the biggest market in gaming. Like, what are you talking about, you fucking retard? Like, no one company owns PC gaming. So, like, compare, like, oh, like, Nintendo can't compete with that. What are you talking about, you retard? Like, PC gaming can't compete with Nintendo. Like, it can't innovate like it does. They don't have iconic brands like it does. Like, it's not even really close. And yet people like, no, mobile and PC is superior. Yeah, as if, bro. Like, I had someone try to tell me that, like, Final Fantasy XIV was going to have, like, this huge resurgence of popularity because they're putting it on mobile. Like, nobody wants to play Final Fantasy XIV on mobile. Like, I don't understand what's so complicated to understand about this. Like, anybody who's interested in that game will just play it on a PC or a console. There's no audience for this shit on mobile. Like, Capcom with their Resident Evil ports proves this. Like, nobody's gonna pay full price for a mobile version of a AAA game. It's just not gonna happen. Anybody who's interested in that stuff will just play it on their preferred piece of hardware. There's no audience for it. And, like, there seems to be, like, this complete refusal to admit that like, these are two completely different demographics with no real overlap. Like, Nintendo is completely dominant at what they do, and there's this really, really strong unwillingness to admit it. Who was talking about mobile games being superior? Raging Golden Eagle is one example, but yeah, there are a lot of people who will do that. Like, it's a PC gamer thing. Like, oh, mobile is the most successful, like, platform on the market. No, shut up. It's gambling addicts and microtransactions. It has nothing to do with actual video games. Like, you can look on the App Store and see that there's nothing of value whatsoever. Pokemon Go was the biggest, like, success story in like, it was a huge deal, right? Like, it made, like, the Pokemon Company $6 billion, right? Huge deal. Like, that didn't overshadow the actual games. That didn't overshadow everything else Pokemon does. You know, like, it was just, like, it wasn't really a blip on the radar, because I think it solidified Pokemon as, like, a mainstream thing, but that wasn't ever going anywhere. But, like, it's not the only reason Pokemon was successful, is kind of my point. Like, mobile is not going to replace console. It just isn't going to happen. What the hell was that? Yeah, Luigi's fucking dead. Yeah, I don't think anybody's interested in mobile gaming. Like, it just has no real audience. It has people who are just kind of like, oh yeah, I'll waste time with this for a while or whatever. Like none of them are invested in the platform. Like the instant that like a game stops being appealing to them, they'll like stop playing it and move on to something else. Like I've known people like that. Like they don't become fans of like gaming brands like we do. Like Angry Birds is a really good example, right? It was the iOS brand. Like Zynga was straight up, well, it wasn't Zynga. Rovio was straight up making statements about how it was going to be the next Mario. And like, what happened? Like, it just completely fell off. And that was with like a lot of really good, like successful merch. The first like really successful, well-received video game adaptation movie, right? People forget the Angry Birds movie exists and that it's surprisingly red-pilled, by the way. uh, the Angry Birds movie is unironically like incredibly based because the pigs like come onto the island by pretending to be refugees and they immediately start fucking shit up. It's like, who made this movie? But yeah, here we go. Oops. But yeah, even after that success story, like the brand couldn't maintain its relevance, its momentum.
Oh yeah.
Like, because like people just didn't really care about Angry Birds as a brand, and it's entirely because of the format and just its inability to kind of grow and evolve past its initial concept.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as Nintendo expands to more regions, you're gonna see more and more people like move away from mobile. I think that's pretty much like a definite at this point. Like back in the day, like Europeans would, oh fuck, this thing again? What the hell was that? Back in the day, like a lot of European countries like hated Nintendo for one reason or another, and it's a mindset that's like really faded away like over time. Like, I mean, just look at what happened here, right? Because, like, I remember back in the 2000s, like, people would bully you if you liked Nintendo. And I just don't think that's really a thing anymore. Like, it's crazy. Like, I see so many, like, so many women, like, are into Pokemon cards and stuff like that. Like, attractive, like hubba hubba women. So it's like when you look at like that, it becomes more and more difficult to like think of the Pokemon TCG as being a fringe thing for like loser otaku weirdos because it's not at all. And I think that extends to a lot of like Nintendo properties. Like you're seeing more and more like normal people like just outright just advocate for the brand. It doesn't even have to be like Nintendo as a whole. It could just be like Mario and Luigi or like Zelda or Pokemon or whatever. Like more and more, I'm seeing more and more normies like talk about how much they love this stuff, and I welcome it for sure. I mean, that's always been one of my things is that like I really desperately wanted like the Nintendo hate thing to stop, and it seems like it has in a lot of ways.
Oh.
So like you don't even like turn around to face it. Like what? So you hit it from the side? Like yeah, I'm not crazy about this. There's occasional moves in this game that feel kind of like they haven't been play tested. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being a dork. But... Michi keeps dying on me for some reason. Okay. I want to beat Xenoblade Chronicles 3 before X comes out. So I think we might like well, X gets re-released, I should say. I want to play Xenoblade. I want to finish Xenoblade Chronicles 3 before that happens. Oh, well, we still have the DLC to go through. Damn. I mean, I never finished the DLC for 2. I didn't really care for it much. Yeah, collection. Yeah, that'd be fine. What? Huh? Yeah, 10. Oh, it's that late already? Wow. Yeah, I wanted to save the game again, but, I don't remember endgame enemies being this obnoxious. Like, I don't think... I don't know, maybe I'm just kind of forgetting. Yeah, I don't remember what it was like going through Dream Team's final. It must have been annoying. I remember struggling with Dream Team's final boss, specifically. I don't remember the enemies. There's like some things in Dream Team that really stick out in my mind, and others I'm just kind of drawing a complete blank on. It's kind of weird, honestly. Oops. Can I... Okay, how does the ouch charge work? Point of like I can't get over how it comes out of his ass. Like, who greenlit that? Princess Peach Showtime got nominated for Best Family Game. Yeah, I didn't even check. I looked at like the nominees for Game of the Year, but that's it. I didn't look at anything else. So I mean, I've always said this: the best family category is just some kind of like consolation prize for Nintendo fans. Like, oh, here's your award, guys. Now on to the real awards. Like every single fucking time. Like Princess Peach Showtime is like one of those games that deserves a lot more attention, and it just has not happened. Like, I'm sure, like 20 years from now, there's gonna be a lot of girls who grew up with it who really look back on that game fondly. But like, right now, we're kind of in this weird phase where like everybody is like trying to pretend that game failed. It's pretty sad to see, but. I'm very optimistic that it'll eventually like get an audience. I mean, it happened with Pikmin. Like, look at Pikmin, right? Or Luigi's Mansion, right? It took like years for those games to become viable. Like, people were crying about those for years. Like, I grew up being told that like Luigi's Mansion and Pikmin were, well, Luigi's Mansion was crap, and now it's like this huge deal. So yeah, I'm sure Princess Peach Showtime is the same. Like, I think the big thing about Princess Peach Showtime specifically is that this is a game that proves that Peach can carry her own game. it's the beginning of Peach like being her own like character outside of like just being a damsel in distress. I think that's going to be a big deal, like long term for the character. Because like when you ask anybody, like if you actually talk to people about Peach, like people who aren't super plugged into this shit, like think she just gets kidnapped all the time, and that's really not true at all. If you you know look at the comics and like you know Super Mario Bros. 2 and stuff like that, like she's always been like willing to do stuff. It's just like a matter of circumstance usually that she gets kidnapped. And for me, like I really don't like seeing how many people like just rabidly hate the character because of that. And I think making her like more I think giving her more powers and like allowing her to demonstrate all the things she can do. I think that's very important. I think that's something we really need to see. Yeah, it's pretty late. I could probably play for another hour, but like I don't know. Yeah, I agree. Like again, like they didn't nominate Phantom Liberty or Xenoblade Chronicles 3's DLC or any of the other DLCs that have come out this past several years. So they made an exception for Shadow of the Erdtree because they're so unbelievably biased towards From Slop. Man, I really don't want to stop playing, but I probably should. Like I hate it when I get an audience and we start talking about stuff and we start having fun. It's like it's really difficult for me to stream, even though I really want to. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think next time. I think tomorrow we'll start the stream up and we'll play through this. We'll finish this like next stream, I think. We're on the final area, so it can't be that much longer. Where's the 14? Oh, that shit! I didn't even see it. Look how confusing this is. Where's the 18? Oh, there it is. I don't see it. Where the hell is it? Oh. I didn't see 20. Wait, I completely. Oh, wait, no, 22. 2. And he won't wait either. Like he'll just go straight ahead. Like, yeah, where is the 20? I didn't see it. Oh, 8. Oh, fuck. Yeah, he won't wait. Like. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, there's 20. Okay. 14, 15, 16. Wait, what? Oh, I forgot to hit 18. Shit. The weekend is coming? I know, right? I'm gonna spend the entire time playing games. It's gonna be great. 4-day weekend next week. Confirmed. So yeah, I'll spend the entire time playing games for sure. Always nice when I get the opportunity to do that. Yeah, I took some time off, like, last week, even though I really probably shouldn't have, to play this, and... 18... Oh, come on! He beat me here! Right. I think they're buying them for Elden Ring. Like, the fact that, like, everyone's talking about that immediately, it has to be because of Elden Ring. Because, like, what else are they doing? Like, oh, they have a bunch of anime that nobody cares about. Now they want FromSlop because FromSlop, you overhype FromSlop so much that Sony thinks that like owning them is going to be a big thing for them. And they've been doing this for a while. They already own like a significant stake in Kanagawa, so this is part of the reason why this doesn't feel unprecedented, because people have been talking about this for a while. But... Where's the 22? Shit. Oh, fuck! Yeah, fuck! Yeah, I completely forgot where it was. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't understand why Luigi won't wait. Like, this is driving me nuts. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Wow, how long did that take? But yeah, like Sony buying Kanagawa is gonna like end the company. Like it's just gonna be a disaster for FromSlop. Like FromSlop, like it's gonna severely limit their reach. Sony's gonna ruin their brand. Oh, people are coping right now. Like, oh, the games will still be multi-plat. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. It's not like FromSlop has a significant audience like outside of PlayStation anyway. But wait, what? I'm really gonna have to call it quits. I don't know why I'm so... Okay. I mean, it's a great video game. There's a reason I'm playing it, but... what even are we doing here? Where the hell is he? They don't even tell you where he is. Okay. So he just gets, like, wrecked and you have to go get him? Yeah, so you have to destroy that thing. Okay. Forgo your common sense. Oh, here we go. Okay. Got him. Well, like, the thing is, like, nobody cares about any of that outside of FromSlop. Like, the reality is, people get upset when FromSlop announces, like, anything else. Like, look at Armored Core 6, right? You know, you can see that, like, a lot of people are seething about Armored Core 6 getting made, because it stopped... people thought it was getting in the way of development for future, Souls-like titles, which is all anybody really wants to see from them. So, like, the fact that they can't develop anything else without people getting upset is it's a huge blow against them. And like the Souls audience are the kind of people who would get upset over this kind of thing. So, like, I think that like if they try producing like things like this, it's gonna upset people. Like, I think what they're gonna have to do, like, every single time is, like, release a Souls game and then, like, immediately announce, like, the next, like, non-Souls game after it, so people just don't get uppity. But, yeah. It's gonna be an interesting... It's gonna be really interesting to see FromSoft's decline, because it is inevitable, but, people are gonna keep clinging on to them forever. They're basically where, like, Square Enix was at, like, 20 years ago, when, like, they produced, like, Final Fantasy X-2, and, like, real fans knew immediately it was over. You know, people knew that, like, they had jumped the shark, and it was done, and... but, like, there were a lot of people who, like, refused to admit it for a long time, and just kind of, like, stuck with them until, like, you know, past Final Fantasy 13, through the initial launch of 14, through, you know, 15. Like, it wasn't until 16 where, like, it feels like people are willing to, like, openly say it's, like, complete crap now, but, like, I think FromSoft is gonna go through a similar arc, where people, like, worship them as, like, the best, but it's gonna slowly erode over time. And I think we can kind of already see, like, a little bit of that in, the FromSoft thing, because the Elden Ring thing, because, like, they want you to think it's, like, one of the best games ever made, and yet they can't... Wait, hang on. Can you kill that thing before it transforms? Is that what you're supposed to do? I was thinking about it right before I did the last blow, but... Yeah, but I can never hit it twice in a row. They can take a lot of damage. What the hell is this? Like... I actually have never used this without auto excellent. I have no idea how it works. Okay. Ah, shit, missed. Too far away. Got it. Okay, 120. Got him. Oh, what? Shit. You gotta be kidding me. After all that? Wow, that's brutal. 29 damage. Yeah, I heard it was bad, but that is crazy. Oh, I'm not dead yet. Let's just run away. I don't give a shit. Every game guru is getting busted? What do you mean? I mean, that's a big thing with Souls, though, and like I do think this needs to be pointed out. Plenty of these Souls clones are doing the formula better. Right now, we're in this like weird phase where people don't want to admit it, but fuck! What the hell was that? I was trying to get my bearings. Like, what was I doing? Like, again? Like, yeah, we're gonna try to kill that seed thing. I don't want to fight those flowers again. They're so annoying. Yeah, I think I'm too tired to play. I'm making all these stupid mistakes. Okay. Yeah, I think I should call it quits. I need to make that from slot video. Oh, there goes the ouch charge. Wait, what the hell was that? Wait. Huh? Wait. Huh? Wait. How did I do no damage? Oh, whatever. The streamer who got sued for streaming pirated switching. Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, okay. I mean, at the very least, yeah, we're starting to crack down on those guys. Yeah, that's a big deal. I mean, this shouldn't really surprise anybody, but piracy is illegal. Like, man, the fact that like YouTubers were seriously comfortable, like, it's morally justifiable to pirate Nintendo games. Like, the fuck? Who are you trying to fool? Like, certainly not Nintendo. Certainly not their lawyers. Yeah, I think we're just gonna grab this thing and then save it. Man, I wish I could play more, but I have like another work day to go, and I just can't justify it. Yeah, I'm gonna make my from slot video and then go to bed. Yeah, man, an 2 hour long stream. Yeah, I'm at the point now where I feel like maybe I can start making these early morning streams a thing again, because my work schedule has lightened up a little bit. I'm only working 10 hours a day, so it might be doable for me now. So maybe we can start bringing the early morning podcast back, or do gameplay streams, or whatever. Yeah, we're 40 hours in. 40 fucking hours in. Yeah, hang on. We're gonna play DKC next time. So. That's crazy that we're that far in, but yeah. So tomorrow is the 30th anniversary of Donkey Kong Country. So we are going to do an early morning stream, playing through the entire thing, and then I think what's gonna happen is that I'm going to finish up Brothership, or maybe I'll wait until like later that night. We'll see. I might want to go out that night. I don't know. I keep struggling with this. Like, I keep doing this thing where I can't decide whether I want to go out in the morning or the afternoon, or like the evening. It's a completely different like vibe, and I like it both. But the 1994 hardcore gaming season snored. Yeah, I saw DSP, like he was talking about like how nothing good had come out this year. I'm really curious what he's gonna say about the Game Awards. I'm really curious what he's gonna say, because I'm being completely 100% serious here. I think Darkside Phil has more credibility than the Game Awards, because Phil actually plays all these games. He actually knows a lot about them. Like, he streams them all. Like, he has way more credibility than Jeff Keighley. Okay, like he probably plays more games than everyone at all those websites like combined. Okay, like Phil plays more games than I do. Now he plays like garbage a lot of the times, but when it comes between Darkside Phil and IGN, like the Game Awards, I'm gonna side with IGN. You know, like I've seen Phil like openly talk about how shit like Black Myth Wukong was, and I don't know what else he's played this year, but yeah, I mean that's the big thing for me. Like the big thing I'm upset about, aside from the whole Elden Ring thing, which is obviously retarded, Black Myth Wukong isn't relevant. It's hard for me to like believe that game came out in August. That game isn't even like 3 months old yet, and it's already kind of forgotten. But you're seeing people like cope and seethe about this. Like it's this year's Baldur's Gate 3, basically. Like, no, it has 20 million players on Steam. Oh, like, and like I do think we seriously need to talk about how like sales numbers are completely and utterly irrelevant. Okay, like I don't want to talk about sales numbers when it comes to games ever. Okay, like it has no bearing on the quality. It doesn't mean anything. Especially in this day and age where you see like people like coping and seething about Pokemon, calling it the worst it's ever been, and while it's like simultaneously like being making record selling numbers. Like you need to understand this. Like selling more doesn't make your game better. And and this Game Awards season is really interesting because we're seeing a lot of games that didn't do all that well on it. You know, Balatro is like a failure. That's really well known and understood. But like the other big thing for me is Astrobot. Astrobot, which only sold 1.5 million, which is nowhere near the level of quality of something like Kirby and the Forgotten Land or any of these other major Nintendo platformers. Like Crash Insane Trilogy sold more than that, right? We're supposed to believe Astrobot is Game of the Year worthy, but not Echoes of Wisdom, not Princess Peach Showtime, not not Mario and Luigi Brothership, like Astrobot, really. A genre that these people downplay and ignore all the time when they're on Nintendo consoles. Like last year we had to deal with like people shitting on Mario Wonder, like, oh, that doesn't deserve to get nominated. And yet like Astrobot, which is astronomically worse in every capacity, that goes up there. That's just absurd. What even else got nominated? Yeah, Metaphor ReFantasio. Unironically, I would say Metaphor ReFantasio is probably the best game there. Like probably. Again, I haven't played any of these, but going by what I've seen, like I think Metaphor ReFantasio is probably the best. But we'll have to see that or Astrobot. And that's really not saying I'm a lot. Like and like why was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth even nominated? Like that's my thing about this is that like that game was not well received. It failed. People hated the remake, even though like every YouTube shill tried to deny it. Looking at you, Max, dude. Like Rebirth was a complete and utter disaster, and yet the industry still is like rallying behind it for some reason. Like, no, I'm sorry. Tifa is not gonna show up at your house and give you a blowjob if you give Final Fantasy VII Rebirth a good review. Like, even if she would do that, I still wouldn't give it a high score. But like these game journos just need to stop. Okay? Like they need to stop. Like it's just embarrassing seeing like the stuff they put forward and talk about. It's appalling for sure. The Game Awards has zero shame. I do think so. This is my thing about the Game Awards. I wanted to make a public statement about this because I think people really misunderstand why I hate them. Because like I don't want Nintendo to win at the Game Awards. I want the Game Awards to be completely and utterly uh, what was I gonna say? Completely and utterly discredited, right? You know, I don't want anybody to look at this show and think it's a credible source of information whatsoever. But for some reason, for the past couple of years, people are completely fine with saying like, "Oh, Baldur's Gate 3, oh, Elden Ring, this proves these games are like iconic." With they're really not. Like again, Nintendo stomped them those years, and yet we're supposed to believe that like these are some industry defining classics because the Game Awards told us so. Like, take away Baldur's Gate 3's like Game of the Year nominations, and like it really has nothing going for it. You know, even people you see on the street talking about Baldur's Gate 3, all they do is like, oh, it won Game Awards. Like, when was the last time you like talked about a game you like and were like, oh, like it won a bunch of awards? I don't fucking care about that. You know, who do you see know who like says like, oh, Breath of the Wild, the game of the year 2017? Like, no, nobody does that ever. So for me, like, the big thing that I want to see going forward is that we need to discredit the Game Awards. Like, I don't want anybody to watch the show. I don't want anyone to care about the show. And I want to tell you why, right? And this year is a good example as to why. Because not only are all the games nominated terrible, a lot of them don't even belong there. Nobody knows what Balatro is. Nobody knows what Astrobot is. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a remake. Black Myth Wukong fell off really quickly, and you have shit like what was the other thing up there? Yeah, Elden Ring, right? The big one, the big thing that should just discredit. I might as well change my thing here. It discredits the entire thing. The Elden Ring DLC has been nominated for Game of the Year. They changed the rules to try and give Elden Ring another Game of the Year award. What are they gonna do? Have the Bill Clinton kid come back and shout out Hillary, our future president? Come on. To me, this is an attempt at trying to gas up FromSlop far beyond um where they should be at right now. To me, I think it's really self-evident that game journals have been hiding behind FromSlop for a long time. Because when Gamergate was in full swing, the thing you heard from these people a lot was that I love games. I can beat Dark Souls. Oh, they used that as evidence that they were hardcore gamers. FromSlop is really important for them to continue that narrative, because if everything else that comes out they can't really play or talk about, FromSlop is a really good easy way for them to give high scores to. It's a good way to pretend that they're not being filtered by games, right? Because they can play enough of FromSlop, they can give out the review, they can give it perfect scores, and fanboys will just eat it up, right, without really questioning it. FromSlop was very important for them at that point in time, for that reason. And I do think this is why we keep seeing these games just get talked about so much at these award shows. They are a shield for them to protect their credibility. So to them, it doesn't really matter that Shadow of the Year Tree was poorly received, and that most people didn't enjoy it, and that it makes no sense, and it didn't introduce anything new or exciting. Again, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. FromSlop put out a DLC that did not innovate off of the base game at all. When you compare that to Breath of the Wild's DLC, which only came out a year after original release, Breath of the Wild's DLC added a ton of stuff that really was radically different than what was in the base game, right? Mario Kart 8 added a lot of stuff throughout all of its DLC campaigns. What did Elden Ring add? By the way, Mario Kart 8 is probably a game that should have been nominated last year. Anyway, how often have you seen them talk about Mario Kart 8 and the massive success it's had over the years? It's just, I think this should be the go-to moment. First of all, the big thing we have to do when talking about this should invalidate Elden Ring's Game of the Year award for 2022, because this demonstrates that the Game Awards has a bias towards FromSlop to the point where they're willing to change the rules to hype up the game even further, right? There was no reason for them to do it. They easily could have put Zelda in there, or Brothership in there, or fucking Princess Peach Showtime in there, right? But they chose a DLC. And to me, that's just offensively dumb. That's just completely out of touch with what fans wanted. It's not fair to developers. It's putting FromSlop on a pedestal, essentially. People legit were saying that Shadow of the Year Tree would win Game of the Year last year, but this year, now that it's actually out, I think people's opinions have changed on that. I haven't seen anybody seriously say that Elden Ring deserves to win Like, I think this is going to be like the worst possible thing for the Game Awards if Elden Ring wins. Like, like I think this is going to be like a big, big blow against their credibility if they go in that direction. Yeah, for me personally, like I think like the real race is between Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, and Metaphor ReFantasio. Everything else on there might as well not be nominated because it's going to be one of those three, and it really comes down to like the SJW bias, the From Slot bias, and like the Chinese bias. People keep saying that like Black Myth Wukong wasn't favored by journos, that they were actively shilling against it. I don't believe that was true. I think that's just something that was taken out of context. Like again, Wukong, I think that's going to be the game that Chuds side with, but yeah, Black Myth Wukong is completely irrelevant and shouldn't have even been nominated. I'm totally like anti Wukong for sure. Like my estimation is that like Metaphor ReFantasio will win. That's been my prediction since the start, and I think it actually deserves it. Going by what I've seen, uh, but yeah, like I certainly don't have an issue with the game like I did with like Baldur's Gate 3 or like Elden Ring. To me, like a Metaphor ReFantasio seems like a reasonably good JRPG that panders to game journos a little bit too much. Like to me, I don't think that's necessarily like something that destroys the game. So, from what I understand, I would say like Metaphor ReFantasio is probably the best game nominated this year. Now, I'm sure like there are plenty of Nintendo games better than it, but you know, no Nintendo game was nominated, so when it comes to like that selection, yeah, I think Metaphor ReFantasio um, is going to take it in part because it's by far the best game, but also primarily because of like the woke like message behind it. Like I think that in and of itself is going to guarantee it gets the win. But like that's just my opinion, and it honestly doesn't even really matter because the core point should be that like uh the Game Awards themselves are a failure. They're a joke. Like, we need to stop tuning into this stuff. I will not be watching the show. I'll be making my own award show and talking about like good games, right? I think it's safe to say, like, I said this in one of my in a YouTube comment. The top 10 games I have picked out for my Mario's award show are better than like everything that was nominated. Like I think that's safe to say that like every single one of my top 10 picks is better than what we're seeing here today. And it's not even really close. So yeah, I'm definitely really interested in putting that list together and see how people react to it because, looking back on it, this year was a really bad year for games, but at the same time, Nintendo and Nintendo alone still put out lots of good games. So we'll be talking about like uh, a lot of those titles like on December 12th, like right after the Luigi's Award. So it's gonna be like around 8 p.m. And we're gonna get like our game of the year announcement. So that's gonna be really exciting. I really don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to like look through my list and think about it and decide. But yeah, like it's really exciting. I can't wait to put it together. And I did the Luigi's one already, but uh, yeah, I probably should make my video talking about From Slop now. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you in